And I said, so I want you to be responsible now. And I turned to him and said, Dad, do you mean right now? He said, yes. And I asked him, how am I going to do that, Dad? How am I going to do that? He said, I don't know, but figure out a way to do that because you have to be responsible right now. Now, I myself didn't know that either. I myself didn't know how to be responsible, but I have to find out a way. But on my quest of finding out this way, I realized that becoming responsible, it's much more valuable to me, to my life, to my family even, than I used to be. Now, why should you even become responsible? Why should you even bother of becoming responsible for your life, for your result, and for anybody else? Why should you even bother? Well, if you have old habits that are preventing you from getting from where you are now to where you want to go, then there is an opportunity for you to become responsible. If you want to develop new habit, because you see, if you eliminate old habit, you have new one to replace them, and new one should be in such a way that they are going to take you from where you are now to where you are willing to go. Because you see, it doesn't matter where we actually come from. What is important is where we are going, and most importantly, what we are doing to get to where we want to go. Now, another benefit of being responsible is simply that it comes with I can say good challenges, but it's okay if you can try to go through them. Well, you can become more wealthy if you discipline your finances. You can become healthy if one of the habits you are forming is that of your health. You can simply be happy and live a more fulfilling life. Is it not what we are all seeking? Happy and more fulfilling life. Well, I remember this time when I was very terrified by public speaking. Very, very terrified. I mean, I said it because if they could get me and put in front of 5 people to speak, I could not survive the presentation just because of the fear I was carrying in my heart. You see, it really paralyzed me. I can still remember this time when my teacher used to come to class and said the only time some people speak in this class is to answer present, so their name. And I used to be very ashamed. Now I think of this lady that I admired so much. One time when I was still back then in the university, I would admire her, I would dream of being with her in my mind, but very, very afraid to go and say a word to this lady. And the next time before I realized, she was carrying someone else's baby. You see, I blame myself for that because I did nothing for I did nothing to change the situation. And in fact, I did nothing to let her know that I like her, I admire her so much and was really willing to be with her. I lost so many things just because I was paralyzed by fear. I've lost so many things, and I actually decided to become responsible for that, to become responsible for the result I was getting, because the only way for me to have what I am after now was to overcome the fear, this fear of speaking to people, because you see, speaking comes with a lot of advantages. It's a valuable asset to our business life, to our professional life, and even to our social life, because imagine you getting in the middle of a crowd and be able to convince that crowd to do the things you want to see done. For leadership, speaking is very important. Now, one of the things I'm doing right now in order to overcome my fear is I've created this YouTube channel in order to get myself in position of speaking all the time. I've created another Facebook page in order to put myself in a position that I have to speak all the time, you see, because for YouTube I have to create a video like this for my listeners or for my audience, and so this required me to speak to my camera and maybe have an opportunity to interact with the other people. I also developed a habit of going in for more teaching jobs, like taking more teaching courses in a school. I plan for teaching courses in schools, and in fact, all this I get me to be in a position that I have to speak all the time. Because if I'm not responsible enough to take care of my fear for me, who is going to do that? Nobody is coming for my rescue. And if I want to really achieve the level of mastery in everything I said I want to do, then I need this skill. And the only way to become better in speaking is by putting myself in position that I have to speak all the time. Now, we're talking about responsibility. Let's say you develop habits like saving 10% of what you earn every month, exercising 1 to 3 times every week, and developing this most important habit that I've written. How is your life going to improve? Because there is some stat that says that some statistic that says that if you only become 1% smarter every month, by the end of your life, then you will become a genius and a very valuable person to your company, to your professional life, to yourself too, and to your family. Now, imagine yourself being able to spend your money in such a way that brings more money into your life. Is it not something great? Is it not something great? Well, but this thing can only be possible if you decide today to be responsible for your result, to be responsible for your life, and in fact to be responsible for everything you are involved in. Because if you keep blaming other people for what they are not or what you think they should do, then you are losing everything, because there is nobody to blame apart from yourself. The improvement you are seeking only come if you decide to be responsible today. The improvement you are seeking only come if you become the change you want to see in the world. I was having my presentation with this quote. If it wasn't my presentation with this quote, you cannot hire someone else to do your push-up for you. You cannot hire someone else to do your push-up for you. For example, I cannot hire somebody to meditate for me. I cannot hire somebody to pray for me. I cannot hire somebody to exercise for me. I cannot hire somebody to take care of my health for me. These are things only me can do. And so I cannot hire somebody to live my experience for me. These are things only me can live, can experience, can do. And so for you, I simply expect that if you have gone to the end of this video, you should be willing to become responsible for your result right now. Or if you want to improve in any way, you really have to be responsible. You really have to be that. You really have to start focusing on this thing you want and focusing on doing it the right way. Thank you for listening to this presentation, and please subscribe to this channel to help me overcome my fear. And most importantly, leave in the comment section what have gone wrong with this presentation, how I'm supposed to do that, and maybe advise me on how to produce quality video in the future. Thank you.